What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content daily. We also stream over on Twitch at This Is Aftersound, so come by and say hello. We've also started streaming here on YouTube, so if you're watching this here on YouTube, then you will know that, or if you were part of the stream this morning, that this video is coming about because of a conversation and a discussion that we had while on that stream. And that is, why the heck am I staying in silver when I have enough power for gold? I've gotten that question a couple of times now, and I figured I would just address it as head on as I can, so that people can understand where I'm coming from, and hopefully it makes sense. So I have enough power for gold, technically. My rating is obviously high enough for gold as well, but I'm staying in silver because I like winning. For lack of better a lack of a better term, or lack of a better way of wording it. Okay, so there's going to be several reasons, but yes, I do enjoy winning, and being able to max out my summoners for silver allows me to play at the highest levels in silver. If I were to go to gold, then it would be similar to how things were for me when I first started this game, playing in silver, but really with starter level cards. I didn't have any leveled up summoners, and a lot of the times I was just getting beat down by cards that were leveled up much higher than mine, even if my strategy was sound. So I don't want to do that in gold necessarily. Because I do have the power, I am going into gold for end of season. So, with 5 days left here or so, I'll probably spend the last 2 days or something in gold. The extra chests, because I get four chests here in silver 1 versus 6 chests in gold. The extra chests just aren't worth it in terms of the headache and battling through. Here, I know what my strategies are. I know, more importantly, the meta behind the games, meta behind each of the different splinters, including a lot of the old cards, alpha and beta. And that allows me to get through my quests relatively quickly. That allows me to win a decent amount of my games. And this might sound silly, but it's just for my mental health. I hate losing. I hate losing. So I would rather play in a league where I know that I can win, that I understand the rules. And until I can get leveled up summoners, at least to level 5, obviously level 6, and I'm talking about the rare summoners here for Chaos Legion. But until I can get them maxed out, and that would be level 6 for would be maxed out for gold, although level 5 is eligible starting in gold. Once I can get these summoners up there, and potentially the other monsters as well, then I'll start playing in gold more regularly. I will start learning the meta within that league. The other thing too, and I just want to mention this because there were a couple of contributors or a couple of people on the stream earlier today that do play in gold regularly, and we were comparing notes in terms of how much DEC we are winning per game. So let's see if we can do the math here. But just to show you where things are at for me, I don't know what my ECR was when I played this game. Let's just figure maybe about 40% or so. But I won 3.15 DEC. So 3.15 DEC divided by 0.4, we'll just call it. So in silver, I'd be winning about 8 DEC per battle, 7.8 DEC per battle if my ECR was all the way up. Again, these are just rough numbers. Now, somebody in gold was saying that they're winning 8 DEC at a 79% ECR. So if we look at that, they're winning about 10 DEC per game. So yes, I do have to play, or not play, but I do have to win 4 more games in silver to make up for that, right? To make up for that single game in gold, or it's a ratio of 4 to 5 at that point. I would need to win 5 games in silver and 4 games in gold to earn the same amount of DEC. And to me, I can live with that. I can live with that for right now because I know that I can win games in silver. I know that my rating can be at least pretty decent. I don't really track the leaderboards, but it looks like I dropped now, but I was in the top 100 for a little while, which was kind of cool to see. But this isn't really my goal. Like I said, I jump up to gold at the end of the season. But again, it's nice to be more competitive at this league. Again, if the bronze nerfs hadn't been so dramatic in the way that they were, and it was still worthwhile to play in bronze, I'd probably be spending a lot of time down there as well back before I had leveled up summoners. I probably would have bought some summoners at that point to level up, because you don't need as many summoners to level up at those lower levels. It's kind of crazy how exponential this gets. Like to max out for bronze, you need 5 BCX on a summoner here, right? Then you need to 5x that to get to max for silver, right? You need to go from 5 to 25. And then for gold, we're doubling that once again, probably even more than double. And then obviously to max out, you're going all the way to 115 BCX. So it really just gets larger and larger as you go along. So if you're playing at the lower levels, there's nothing wrong with that. And there's still a lot of DEC and rewards that you can earn. Obviously, DEC as a token and the value of the token right now is down tremendously, but that's because the market is down overall. Well, actually, we're not going to talk about DEC too much here, but because DEC is getting closer to its peg is probably where it should be. But that's also a reason why we've seen the fall in the amount of rewards given out and rewards put into the DEC ranked battle reward pool on a daily basis. But that is why I'm staying in silver. For right now, it makes sense. I appreciate all the folks who say that I should or I can be in gold if I want to from a skill level standpoint. I don't doubt it. And I've spent, significant portions of the past couple of seasons in gold now that I've had the summoners to do that. And so right now we're in an interesting spot here where, the seasons aren't really lining up with anything specifically when it comes to like the Chaos Legion release schedule, right? Like the phase 2 sale is going to end in 3 days. The season ends in 5 days, and a whole new season is going to begin. And we're going to have the general sale for Chaos Legion begin halfway through that season, right? Or somewhere in the midpoint of that season. So right now, silver is good for me, and the earnings are decent. I'm having fun playing, learning the game, learning more about the other cards. Again, I think gold will be a gradual adjustment for me, and I will start spending more and more time at the end of seasons, and then kind of go from there. So as I can level up my summoners, and with the general sale coming up and potentially more pack purchases, I'm hoping to get leveled up summoners. So it will be sooner rather than later, because I've decided I no longer want to wait until modern format arrives, which could be another 2 months if it doesn't get delayed. So since that's the case, I definitely want to start playing in gold more. The rewards will be a little bit better. The game will probably be a little bit more difficult because, some of these older alpha and beta cards can be brutal, and I still get destroyed by some of them here in silver. But obviously players who have these cards are playing at the higher levels, and gold is really where I think the lower threshold of players who've been around for a while, the OG players, kind of stick around, right? Because beyond that, it's really just diamond and champion. And what's interesting to see is, champion, let's see, 4,700 rating to get into champion. And I know last season, were there people struggling to get into champion 1? Yeah. So like right now, there is nobody in champion 1. And there are only 2 people in champion 2. And I don't know, this doesn't even take into account their overall power, because they might have enough power for champion as a league, but be sitting in champion. Oh, no, never mind. I'm sorry. 500k power is the same for all. So all these people here have 500k power, but only 2 are in champion 2 right now. But wow, look at these rewards if you were to win every season. Very nice. It's going to be a long time. It'll be a long time to never that I'll probably be in Champion League, but we'll document the journey as we go along. And for now, silver's good. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. I will catch you in the next one. I will see you around the game. And if you're watching this on YouTube, just want to throw a little plug out again. Would really appreciate if you would consider liking and subscribing. It's a free and easy way to support the channel. And for those of you watching on 3Speak, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Really trying to build out on both of these platforms. So y'all just have a fantastic, fantastic rest of your day. See you around.